Hello! This lecture will discuss the roles of the core team in detail. We will look at business analysts, developers, testers, and business and technical leads, discussing the similarities and differences in both the predictive and agile frameworks. We chose to use the Scrum methodology roles and responsibilities because most people associate Agile with the Scrum methodology. First, we need to emphasize the difference in the way the teams are managed in the two frameworks. In the predictive framework, the command and control management style is utilized. In the Agile framework, the servant leader management style is more often utilized. So what is the difference between the two? Well, command and control is just what the name suggests. The project manager directs team members to do specified tasks and checks and controls that the tasks are done within a directed amount of time and specified design and quality. Contrast that with the servant leader project manager, who empowers the team to create and innovate and be accountable for the tasks they create with the customer. The servant leader is there to remove obstacles and inspire the team. They delegate the control of the work to the team. Consequently, team members become their own project manager. This is not to say that one management style is better than the other. Different styles are needed for different situations. The command and control is more suitable for an environment that is well defined. The servant leader style is more suitable for environments that are turbulent and fast-moving. Let's begin our discussion of the roles and responsibilities with the business side. In predictive projects, the business leads are there to provide input into the overall scope and requirements. They prioritize the requirements based on their needs and participate in user acceptance testing. In an agile environment, the product owner takes the place of the business lead. They perform pretty much the same activities as the business lead. However, they have direct ownership of the scope of work and are accountable to the customers for prioritized requirements. They are empowered and highly engaged in the process. They are the bridge between the customer and the agile team. They own the product. The second role we will discuss is the business analyst. In a predictive project, the BA is the liaison between the business and IT. They gather requirements from the business and convert them into specifications for IT. They also develop test plans and scripts for user acceptance testing. They are involved highly in the beginning of the project and the end during user acceptance testing. Much of the time, the project manager will take on this role in predictive projects. The BA in an agile initiative is responsible for writing requirements and specifications as well. However, they are actively involved in engaging the business side with the team, ensuring there is direct contact and communication throughout the project lifecycle. Another difference is that they are involved during the execution of the project as a change manager, managing the backlog of user stories and the capture of scope changes. They ensure that the developers understand the user stories and test cases. A strong agile BA can be the Scrum Master's right-hand person, keeping the business and development team engaged. The third role we discuss is the tester. In the predictive project, the testing group is usually engaged at the end of the project, although some may be involved in early requirements gathering meetings. They work closely with the BA to clarify requirements and require the use of issue logs and issue tracking tools to communicate with developers. Testers in an agile initiative are involved early on and are part of the core team. They work with the product owner to develop the user acceptance test cases and own the test cases from development to acceptance. They communicate issues directly with developers and collaborate with the team daily during the daily stand-up meeting. The fourth team role we discuss is the developer. In predictive projects, the developer is involved after the planning process and works with the BA to translate business requirements into specifications. They are not involved in the development of test cases unless they are required to write unit test cases. They mostly work independently within their area of expertise and group of requirements. They follow the direction of the project manager regarding what work needs to be accomplished. In Agile, the developer is engaged from the beginning of the initiative and is part of the core team. They help with story sizing and initial release planning. They utilize test-driven development and focus on one story at a time, checking their code often, aiming for continuous integration. They work closely with the customer during testing and are quality-driven. After discussing these roles and responsibilities, do you think you are ready to move from predictive to agile? To move to agile, you need new skills. Here's a list of just some of those skills you will need. 1. Effective facilitation skills. 2. Collaboration and teamwork skills. 3. Test-driven development. 4, ability to work across organizational departments, and 5, understand the business value or ROI of your project. Can you move from agile to a predictive environment? If you are moving to a predictive project, you will still need your collaborative skills. In fact, the skill set needed for agile projects will serve you well in a predictive environment. However, you will need to develop patience as things will not move as fast as you would like them to. You will need to be able to work independently at the direction of the project manager or technical lead. It is essential that you understand that an agile framework is not appropriate for every IT project. That concludes our lecture on roles and responsibilities of the team in the agile and predictive frameworks. As Michael Jordan said, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.